The theme of today's makeup look is all about less is more, and we're changing things up. I think I'm really liking my new spot. I feel nice and open, and I don't know, I like the lighting so much better. I really have been struggling with like trying to get the right location, the right lighting, the right sound, and I think I finally got it. I've started my makeup journey over 50 a couple of months ago, and I have never once claimed to be an expert or know every single thing about makeup. So as I learn and as I develop my skills, I am sharing them with you. And the other day I was on YouTube, of course, and I found this great video, and I'm gonna implement what I learned into today's video. And the order that she puts her makeup on was really interesting because she's starting with her brows. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do today. And I am using the Revlon Color Stay in a soft black on my brow. I, for the longest time, kind of had the idea that being over 50 and having, I don't know, maybe before my hair was blue, I had gray hair, but I always just kind of thought my eyebrows needed to be really mute. So I have learned on my makeup journey that it's okay to have a bolder brow. The next thing she does is she curls her lashes and she puts on a light coat of mascara. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Gonna go in and give it a little boop there and a little boop there. And I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift Mascara. I did a YouTube about this, and I really do like this mascara. I know that there was like a big old hoopla on TikTok, and it was a big old controversy. You know, does it work? Does it not work? I really like it, and I think it really works. And the reason that I'm only putting on one layer is because I will be putting on lashes today. Next, she's going in with her contouring colors, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I have been using my Wet n Wild sticks, and I really do like this product. And what I want to do with the theme of less is more, I want to be a little bit more precise where I'm putting my contouring. So I'm trying the Wet n Wild Dual End Contouring Stick to where it has the darker shade on one end and then the lighter shade on the other. And I do need to concentrate when I'm putting my contouring on because this is fairly new for me. So I'm not going to talk to you while I'm doing it, but I'll be right back. Going in with a liquid blush, I'm using the NYX Sweet Cheeks, and this is the color Baby Doll. Well, that's a new one for me. She put it on her cheeks, but she also puts a little dot right on the top of her nose. And the tip that she gave for blending, which I really liked, is that she starts with the darker colors and then she'll blend into the lighter one, where I was just kind of like all over my face. Another thing that I noticed is that when I was blending it in, I was blending it to the point where you couldn't see it because, I don't know, I'm kind of still getting used to this kind of makeup idea. So I'm gonna blend it, but I'm not gonna over blend it. I'm gonna blend it so you can see the contouring and I don't know, we're gonna see what it looks like. Really quick before I start blending, I just wanna let you know I am not using any BB cream to actually blend in my product. I'm going in with a brush that has nothing on it. So let's get to blending. It's definitely a different experience not using the BB cream. I am, it's just a little bit, I don't know. I don't feel like it's washing out the product as much, which is perfectly okay. Like I said, it was a a new technique that I wasn't super comfortable with. And since I wasn't comfortable with it, I think I was like over blending it. And today I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna let the product show. And I'm gonna see what I think about it. So far, I think it's kind of cool. There you go. And as if things were not interesting enough, I am going to go in now with a foundation, but I'm not going to do a foundation all over my face. I'm only going to do a foundation in areas that I really didn't put any of the contouring. So I'm going to put a little foundation along my jawline right here, and then maybe a little bit along my chin and maybe my temples. For today's foundation, I'm going in again with Wet n Wild. I'm using a tinted hydrator foundation. This is somewhat like a BB cream, but it's a little bit heavier. Next, I'm gonna just pay a little bit of attention to my under eye right here. And I'm going in with Milani's Conceal and Perfect. And this color is, if I can read, this color is Light Vanilla. I just wanna lighten up underneath my eyes just a little bit. And I'm just gonna go plop, 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 plop. And you want to be really careful when you put on your concealer. You don't want to put too much on, because what happened is I was using a real heavy concealer and I was putting a lot of it on, and it was just kind of pulling in those fine lines and those wrinkles. And instead of, brightening up my eyes, it was just making my eyes look really weird. I am going to be using colors out of my House Laboratories Glam Room #1 palette. And my first layer is going to be Cake and Cameo. So I don't want the mirror to be too bright. So I'm using Cake and Cameo. And I'm going to blend those two together, and I'm going to put them all over my lid. I'm gonna blend Contort with Cameo, and I'm gonna go just a little bit in my creases to give it a little bit more of a pop. It's such a soft color. And again, going with the thought that less is more, I really, really, really like that kind of philosophy. I find that the softer I can keep my makeup, actually the more dramatic it looks. And I think it looks better on me. And I think that, I don't know, I just think that this is really soft and pretty. Hopefully you think it's soft and pretty too. Still blending Contort and Cameo, I'm gonna go in underneath very lightly. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a shading underneath my eye. I don't want to go too dark, and I don't want to go too dramatic, because again, I'm trying to keep that area nice and soft. And I'm just going to connect the two areas just to pull your eyes out. You want your eyes to be bright. You want your eyes to be bold. And I've seen a lot of tutorials lately for women over 50 doing makeup. And I am really surprised how many have super dark color on their top of their lids and underneath their lids. And it's just my personal opinion. I think that that ages us. So I think a softer kind of smoky look like this is going to just brighten your face. And we want our face to be bright. We want our eyes to be bright. For her eyeliner, she did put it underneath her waterline. She was using House Laboratories. I believe she was using a dark brown. I'm using House Laboratories and mine is black. If you're not using this technique, if you pick out any technique out of this entire video, get yourself a gel pencil, put it underneath your waterline, and you will absolutely take years off of your eyes because you're not gonna have that old, outdated, dark eyeliner. Yes, do it, please. I almost forgot one thing for my eyes. I'm gonna go in with a very small applicator brush, and I'm going to be using Applause. And Applause is this color right here that's a real glittery, it's a really pretty glitter shade. And I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna put some in the corners of my eyes. I've seen this a lot. I've never done it before. Now I'm not gonna be doing any liner. I am gonna go put on my lashes, so I will be right back and we will finish this up. My lashes are on, but before we go to my lips, I am going to just fix up my eyebrows a little bit. They got a little messed up with my contouring. So we will get these into place. And then I want to add just a little bit more of my blended eyeshadow underneath my eyes, just to give that a little bit of a pop, since I don't have any eyeliner on the top. And again, just kind of connecting those two spots together. So far, I really like it. You know, I am a little worried about my contouring showing, but if I blend it out, why even put it on if I'm gonna blend it out, right? So that's what I'm telling myself. I'm like, ooh. So along with the less is more and following kind of along the way that she put her lipstick on, I'm only gonna use 1, 2, 3 products. And I'm gonna start with putting a primer on my lips because I want everything to stay where I put it. I don't want anything fading into my fine lines that I have around my mouth. I use the MAC Painterly Pro Longwear primer. This is actually, I got it for my eyes, but I find that it works really well for my lipstick also. And I lied, I'm actually gonna be using 4 products. I'm gonna go in with my MAC Plum Lip Liner, and I'm gonna just draw exactly where I want my lips to be. So I'm gonna concentrate on that, and I'll be right back. I find if I use my lip pencil as the base of my color, it has a tendency to stay on longer and it doesn't run all over the place. And ideally, that is what I'm looking for. I saw this trick and I'm gonna try it for the first time, but I'm gonna go back in with my contouring stick and I'm gonna go with the lighter shade and I'm gonna just give myself a little bit of a lighter look right here on the bottom lip. And then a little bit on the top. And to top off my lips, I'm gonna go in with my NYX Fat Oil. This color is Mist Call. I'm gonna go in with a small brush and I'm just gonna blend out my lipstick. I don't wanna have a real heavy like lip liner look, so I'm just gonna feather it out just a little bit. And that's today's makeup look. You know what? I like it. The things that I really like about this is I like how light the foundation feels. I love the eyeshadow. I really am learning how to embrace less is more with my eyeshadow. And the blush was a little bit more than I'm used to, but I'm gonna be okay with that because I think it brightens up my face. And I really like the lips. I think I found a lip combination that I can really like that doesn't make me feel like I'm gonna be walking around and look like somebody who's smeared their lipstick all over their face. So this is a very, I think, a fun, light, easy to do full face makeup look. I do have all of the products that I used linked down below just in case you want to check anything out yourself. So until next time, remember, be bright, be bold, be brave. If I can do it, so can you, and I will see you on the next episode.